Welcome to the Wicked Radio Network.
Recorded to you live from the intestine of Galactus himself. This is the Wicked Theory Podcast.
I'm sorry.
I got you with the open.
I'm sorry.
This is the Wicked Theory Podcast. Hey, how you doing? I'm your host. My name's Bill Sweeney. Still haven't changed it. And, as usual, I got my team. I got Dom. Well, I got Bob.
Hey, what's up?
So, Dom's out this week, so we filled his slot, as it were, with my other brother from the same mother. My brother Dave is here.
What's up?
Classic. Perfect start.
I tried to line that up a little bit. It didn't work out.
Come a little closer, buddy. Come a little closer. So, it's probably picking you up fine, but just come a little closer. So that was good. I like that, man. That's a great way to, I think, establish who you are and, let the world know. Just let the world know.
With a burp from a baby.
With a
child's burp.
From a big old baby.
I attempted to be a man, and I couldn't.
It was just a 6-foot baby.
It was a 6 foot. Oh, God. I don't want to see either of you ever dressed as babies on Halloween or anything, right? So, so Dom's out. And, we're gonna swing it. We're going to wing it. It's not like we need, it's not like we're going to fall apart without him. We love the kid, but, he had stuff to do.
He's got things to do.
He's got things to do.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a combination co-host and intern.
Well, there you go. I mean, he's always got the computer running. But actually, I can't lie. No. That's on me. I had something else kind of lined up for this episode. It didn't quite work out. I told him, hey, don't worry about it. Go make some plans. You want to do something else. So then when that collapsed, I was like, hey, what are you doing? He was like, oh, too late. So, all in all, we got Brother David. Brother David is like the leftovers of that future episode that was supposed to be this episode that fell apart. You know what I mean? I got Dave.
I don't know what that means.
That just means that Dave is still here.
You already booked, so you're here regardless of what the episode is actually going to be.
I'm going to make something out of this weekend, David. I'm going to put a show together.
You can try all you want, man.
I'm going to make it happen. You
can try all you want. So, I'm the backup fill-in. Oh, so let me get this right, though.
Well, you were the originally scheduled guest, rather. But now
in desperate times, call for desperate measures. Is that what it is?
I know.
Then my phone rings.
Finally. I mean, it's not like I call you ever for anything.
I know. No, I need some. When I need some.
Dave could actually be a good guest. I mean, he has actually done interviews with mob figures.
That's true. That's true. Hey, there's the thing we worked on together. There's
way to segue that in there.
You want to talk about rough?
We always talk about how that went.
Well, if you can find that on YouTube, kids.
Let's leave that in the past.
Well, there's a project for Agent Palmer to track down on YouTube. We're acquiring some loyal fans and listeners as it is, Dave. I don't know. I know you've only heard a couple episodes, but or even Ed. Mm-hmm. Ed seems to send us emails, I'm assuming, on his way to work. They come in about either 7 a.m. or 9 a.m.
Okay. So people are actually listening to this shit?
Well, lucky you, because it only just started.
Okay.
This is number 16.
This is still a ground floor opportunity, despite this being 16.
What's cool, I think, is that we've worked out some kinks, and now that people are kind of listening a little bit, it's good time.
Apple's going to send you that contract soon this time?
I think it's in the mail. Yeah. Or at least it's sitting on somebody's desk.
The iTunes is burning up.
We do have an international audience.
We do have, if I go through the stats, I revealed some stats on last week's episode, and there's one listener in Thailand, one listener
in the mountains of Latvia,
Kuala Lumpur, or something like that.
There's someone in Quebec.
Some Serbians, probably.
Yeah. Dom has one stat from when the first time he wasn't here, and he was in Aruba. So we have this one stat that sits there, one listen in Aruba, that just hovers there in the stats listing. But Bob's right. I think there's a lot that we can talk to Brother Dave about.
Yeah.
Brother Dave's an interesting dude. He probably wouldn't say that or think that.
I'm sure Dave could come up with some really good stories
don't hang on a table.
Yeah. Good stories about what?
Plumbing.
Oh, plumbing. Well, I was going to put that on the list. If I couldn't.
That sounds, people.
I was going to be like, should I put
be surprised.
give the world like one good plumbing tip. Like
there are a certain amount of people out there that are into poo.
Well,
when
that's
you
true.
hear plumber, you think of poo. Nobody thinks of. That's all they think of is shit.
Yeah, that's sadly.
There's so much more to it.
There's so much more.
So much more involved.
There's other drains involved, not just the toilet drain.
It's just not the toilet. Just
but when that shit backs up out your toilet on your floor,
that's
your best friend.
That's the only person you're thinking of.
Yeah, and don't use what's that stuff they use? I don't even know the name of it.
What the
liquid plumber?
Yeah, right. Because it's bad on the pipes. Is that it?
Use that stuff.
No, just doesn't really do anything.
Employ a plumber.
Just instead of spending that $12,
it only burns hair. It doesn't burn anything else. So people waste their time. Like Mikey was just telling me today that there's some product out there they keep it by the register because Mike's like, yeah, every day I gotta load this shit up by the counter in these little, I don't even know what it is. It's some fucking liquid plumber shit.
Okay,
that's how much they sell of it every day. People come in
just for that. My god,
liquid plumbery type of fucking shit. I don't know.
What is this?
Mike,
Doobie's.
Okay. That's a local. That's a Doobie's hardware store. Instead of logo, find one near you.
Right around the corner from you. Good.
But that's the hot ticket over there.
It's the hot ticket. He says he's got to load that up by the register every day.
Maybe you should get a case cheap and stand outside.
People come
sell them for like $6 cheaper or something.
Cutthroat.
That's what I'm saying. A little bit.
I could do that.
I mean,
hustle in the parking lot.
Yeah, I mean, times get tough.
Get the chemicals to make up the stuff. Throw them in a bottle and make it Dave's.
I could.
Just pull a Heisenberg. Make it yourself, man.
I could make it myself.
Dave's special blend.
Dave's, yep. Get an infomercial going.
That's what I'm saying.
I use one of those clear plastic drains.
Don't even bother with that, fucking bro. Just go straight to that.
And you can do the fake Australian accent, man.
No, I need that guy. What's his name? The old guy, the master,
Billy,
the guru of.
The one who died.
The guy who made the fucking turkey roaster.
Ron Popeil.
Ron Popeil.
Ron Popeil is the true.
He's got one of those mustaches. You're not really sure if there's a mustache.
Himself.
Yeah, the Pocket Fisherman.
That was his. That was like his first one.
It still sells, still.
Yeah, really. It was on Porn Stars.
That's one of his biggest sellers.
On Porn Stars. How big it's...
And the roaster, that turkey oven, the chicken
the rotisserie
thing is still, I think...
You could have that in your bedroom. You know what I mean? It's small. It's compact. I like that. You get a little mini fridge.
It takes a couple hours to cook a chicken, so you could set it up, take a nap, get up.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. But Dave, seriously, Dave.
Now we're getting serious?
Now we're getting serious because it's hardcore season, Dave. Dave runs a hardcore page on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Dave's like, I do that. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to phase out of this hardcore page on Facebook because it's just boring me a little bit. I don't want to be responsible for anything.
You've built up a little following on it.
I think that's our failing in us. At least with me too. It's like I love
start it, don't finish it.
I'm glad you immediately turn around and put yourself just along that. But you know what I mean. I fall with that too.
I'll have a pet in the beginning. Like a month will be great, and then I don't want to take care of it anymore.
Well, that's how
I still love it. I just don't want to take care of it anymore.
That's how I was thinking last night when I walked into the kitchen and I smelled that fresh cat shit.
So Dave,
oh yeah,
I heard that you just got a cat like the other day, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a black cat.
What's his name?
And then I found out many people on Facebook like black cats because that's how I judge my decisions. I go on Facebook
and you see what's approved?
I see what's approved, what people like, what they don't like. And then I'll only base my decisions on what other people think.
Wow. Gotta be careful.
Make my own decisions.
Wasn't that the way we're all supposed to live our lives?
Do it by the posts. Don't ever do it by the lack of likes.
This is the way the government's been planning this out for me.
This is the way we're being programmed?
Slowly.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've been looking for a cat, maybe. I said, let me get an animal. I used to have a cat. My very first cat was a black cat. Right?
Okay.
And then I didn't take care of him properly. Mommy didn't give a crap. And the cat died on the front porch of feline AIDS.
Okay, sure. Hey,
he must have lived a wild life with the Sweeney family. And then many years passed, and I got another cat. When Michael was born, he picked him out. And then that cat stayed with the ex and Michael all these years.
Sure.
Even though every time he got sick, I paid the doctor bill. But whatever. So I needed my own cat, to fill the void that was missing in my soul.
But you also, but
get that feeling back from having to pay.
I wanted somebody. I wanted somebody in my life that was going to love me.
But you also just got a turtle.
The turtle. Let's go. Let's rewind.
Well, who came first, the cat or the turtle?
Isn't that part of the joke?
The turtle or the egg?
The turtle or the egg? Or the egg or the fucking...
The egg of the cat? Chicken or dog?
The turtle came first. Actually, they were supposed to arrive the same day, last Saturday. Both, bam, same day.
Okay.
But the cat was getting the surgery, which I wasn't paying for. So I went to do plumbing work at my friend's mother's house, and out of nowhere, she's just trying to make conversation with me as I was working on her tub. And she's like, hey, you want a cat by any chance? She was only joking. And I turned around. I was like, actually, I am looking for a cat. And then she told me the cat situation. The cat was a kitten, ate a bunch of rubber bands and some piece of plastic. So she was paying. It's a feral cat. Came from outside. So she was paying for the surgery for the cat and the shots because she's an animal lover.
Sure.
And we'll do that. I would walk past the cat on the street and freaking die there, but that's just me. I wouldn't come out of my pocket for a cat I didn't know personally. If we weren't on
if I don't know you, cat.
If there was no connection between me and this cat,
or human variety, right?
Sorry, man, but your life was fruitful for what it was worth.
I hope you got to play with some yarn.
You got to play with something.
So the cat was getting.
So she says the cat was getting surgery. So I said, all right, listen, I don't want a cat where I got to give it shots. I want, I'm looking to get a cat that's already got its shots and everything. I don't have to do nothing because I'm lazy. I just want to put food in the bowl and scoop the shit out of the thing.
That's the joy of having a cat.
That's all I want to do.
That's the joy of having a cat.
So she's like, no. He's gonna have stitches. He's coming out next week. Blah 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 blah. So I said, all right, when he's all good, you can, I'll take him.
Nice.
So they were supposed to arrive on the same day. They didn't. The turtle showed up. Well, the turtle didn't just show up. I had to go with my friend's wife to go empty the tank, get the turtle, bring the turtle over. The tank weighs a fucking 1,000,000 pounds. Yeah. It's a 150-gallon tank.
The turtle ain't small either.
He's a big turtle. It's a big tank. He's probably like 14 inches in circumference, his shell. So he's pretty big.
He's beefy.
He's beefy. He's got super long claws, and he's a snapper. The cat goes by the tank. The cat will sit in front of the tank on its ass and stare at the turtle, and the turtle will strike the glass. Wham! I'm waiting for him to break the glass with his nose.
Man.
Wow, that's...
Wham!
I saw the video. You put a little video up on Facebook. He didn't hit the glass, but he did his little snap, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah. You get your finger, you're done.
He's breaking your finger, maybe chopping it right in half.
Chop right off. They can snap it right off.
You're going to be lucky to get that thing off. But my man Richie said he wanted the turtle, so I said, all right. So now I have a turtle in my living room. I got a cat that's curious as fuck. I took the top off to feed the turtle, and the cat jumped up on the tank and stuck his head in.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
If he would fall in there,
it's gonna be the biggest meal that turtle ever had.
Snap away at him. But so now I have a turtle and a black cat.
So what's the turtle's name?
The turtle is called T2, like the letter T and the number 2, and that's because Richie is a fucking Neanderthal human being, and he had a turtle years ago, and he's fucking retarded, so he just named it Turtle because he couldn't think of a name. So he died, that turtle. So when they got this turtle, he thought of a sad moment about his other turtle, and said, "Well, that was T1, so let's make him Turtle 2. We'll just call him T2."
What a nerd I am! When I knew that, I thought it was
without any thought
Terminator
process.
Reference.
Richie gave him the ultimate name because right away I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger related.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right, you just got something like that.
You hear T2.
Now we're Richie.
Now we're Richie. You got to think a lot lower level.
Honestly, I'm sitting here thinking, well, he didn't have to tell that, so he could have just said it was. Oh, Richie named it T2 because he's a Terminator fan.
Right.
So that's the name. Now the cat was named. What are you gonna play music or something?
No, I'm just.
He's always at the ready. He's just always.
I thought maybe
in case he thinks of something. He's always poised in case something.
In case something happens, I got.
If he had come up with all of a sudden with a Terminator,
something. You gotta make.
But I don't know if that's in his bag of kitties.
That's a whole.
That's a whole.
I got 80 sounds to go through.
So the cat got the name Will. My friend's mother named him Will because. She's like, oh, he's a feral cat, he came from outside. So right away I thought of Will. So I named him Will Ferrell. She's like, but you can change the name. And I
think it's great.
I thought it was very funny, and I decided to keep the name.
How could you not?
My Dominican friggin' woman that lives overseas, she said, what's the name? What's his name? I said, Will. She's like, Will. She's trying to pronounce it. what is will?
What does this mean?
I said, but I can't explain to her really what it's all about because it'll take forever.
It'll just take forever to explain
I'll just wait
who
till she
Will
gets here and I'll
Ferrell is,
point out
and then the
that's
cat
Will
is Ferrell.
That's Will. Cat Will.
Wild
He was
cat
found
Ferrell.
outside.
Will Ferrell.
I have to use a lot of hand signals.
It's a play on words and names.
Slow pronunciations.
That's funny.
Right
Yeah.
now.
I just when you posted it up, and I was like, oh man, Will Ferrell is fucking great cat.
It wasn't my idea, so I really can't take credit for it. But
No, but I think that's
what else would I name it? I don't know.
yeah. You probably would have came up with something.
Yeah. So I
Maybe
just rambled
whenever
down.
you got around to it.
That had a little meaning to it, a little joke on the inside. So
You probably would have went with the regular. Like everybody who's got a black cat names it something to do with black.
He doesn't listen. He's curious as fuck, though. He's all over everything. As soon as I open a cabinet, he just jumps right in it. I don't see him coming.
Well, he's little still.
He's always at my feet, So I kicked him like 4 times already.
Yeah, he's at that age where he's going to have to
When they're
get
kitten
hurt.
stage,
He wants all he wants to do is eat too, eating shit.
Kitten
He's constantly
stage,
give him a can, devours the can. But I got to put him on some kind of cycle, I guess, twice a day. I don't know what the rules are, but that's going to be my rules.
There you go.
Yeah.
You make the rules. It's your house, man.
Twice a day should be good enough.
I guess, right? I think at some point you're supposed to get him down to once a day, right?
I think so.
I think as a kitten, 2 is good.
Beef them up.
Yeah, I think because they're growing.
They're growing so
I
fast.
don't want to get too fat, though. I like the
No,
slim,
I hear you.
sleek look.
And
They have this
slow it down
thing.
to once a day as
His hair is very nice and shiny
You always-
and glorious.
Use that old internet. Look that shit up.
He's very friendly.
The interweb.
Comes right
They're
over,
very
sleeps
friendly
in my bed,
when they're
right?
kittens, when they're young like that.
Yeah.
I had, when I was with my ex, when we had gotten a kitten, I woke up and he was suckling at my nipple because I had no shirt on.
Yeah.
Not suckling really, but he was like
But you said
trying.
suckling.
I did say suckling because
The
it's
first
funnier.
word you
Because it's
used was
funnier. All
suckling.
right, I did say suckling, but then
Okay.
immediately I was like, no, it was not. No.
So it brought back a memory for you.
I was willing to be funny, but then I was not willing to be
No,
funny.
you said it too smoothly. Like there was a lot of memory.
Sorry, it's funny.
But just picture me like what the fuck is this cat doing? What?
I'm picturing you nursing a cat.
And thank God at the time, like it wasn't all about pictures on phones because she probably would have taken a picture. There would have been a picture of me with this cat trying to get my nipple, a little kitten trying to get my nipple. Because she'd roll over and she was like, "Oh my God, that is so cute." And I was like, "Yes, it is."
Look on your face too because you were like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
But he started like trying to because. They still got teeth, so and they can be rougher with the mama's nipples, are not like my nipples. Let me tell you, mama cat nipples.
Sharp, and the nails are sharp. They're like little,
like little
fucking needles.
razors. Yeah, like little.
He woke me up the other night and he was biting on my toes. Started all the time. Right out of dead sleep. Kicked him right off the bed already.
I've had a kitten, so I just think they're adorable. So I'm a sucker for that.
It's Will and T2.
Will and T2. I don't have a lot of news, but I do have stuff like I can talk to you about, Dave. I got because you know what? I had a guy come into my job the other day, and it actually made me think of you. I knew I had to put in my notes for if I ever got you on the show. But this guy started talking to me about baseball cards, and as much as I'm into comics and all that stuff, like it's like I only can treat it certain ways in a collectible kind of mindset. Like when people run into me, they're like, "Oh, you're into stuff like this," like what I mean?
Right.
Or what would you do? Like, you know what I mean? So like he started going on and on and on. But I get the typical same thing with comics though. People be like, "Yeah, I got this." Just insert any randomly really expensive card that's like really valuable, and they're like, "Oh, I got that," and it's like, "No, you don't."
Yeah,
it's like you probably don't because you would have checked it out or you've shown it to other people by now or mentioned it to other people. You would not be here. You'd be in like an Aruba. You'd be chilling out.
Yeah, you would have sold your soul to get it sold.
Yeah, exactly. So he started rattling off stuff, but like it's one of those things where he's like he doesn't really know what he's got. Meanwhile, I'm like, man, I think like if you had that kind of shit, you would know what you had. Not like, oh, you would know what it's worth or be on top of it, but you'd be like, oh, I definitely got that guy's rookie, or I definitely got that guy's rookie.
Yeah. A lot of people have a lot of crap that doesn't means nothing. That they think because it's an old card that it's worth money, and it's not.
No, well, it's basically 99% of the cars that come out are not going to have any real residual value after that year anyway. Yeah, once you buy them, because it all depends on the career of the person on the card.
Well, it's that, and I think Dave can correct us if we're wrong, but I mean, I always kind of presumed it to be like, as you're going through that stack, right? But by nature of elimination, only so many of those cards are going to be worth anything, just because it's just like, those guys aren't popular, those guys didn't have a good career, those guys didn't have a great season.
Right.
But then also they stack these sets.
And then it just doesn't matter who it is. I mean, it could be the greatest guy in the world, and it really. I mean, old baseball cards like Babe Ruth's and all that stuff. Of course, all those cards are worth money. But the last the 80s and the 90s and now and all that stuff is just the rookie cards. The regular base cards aren't worth anything, unless you have them set that is totally fucking mint.
Right.
I mean, you could save all those cards from when you were growing up in the 70s, but if they're in bad condition, they're worthless, so it doesn't matter, If you put rubber bands around them as you were growing up, you just ruined them all. You didn't know that when you were a kid.
Spokes to your bicycle.
Right.
But whereas all the old, super old ones, the common cards are worth money.
Right.
This the first years those cards came out, and this and that.
Right.
So,
and everybody knows the story about the Honus Wagner cards.
Yeah.
And those,
right.
They were the old tobacco cards, Honus Wagner.
Right, the smaller cards, right.
And they were like the real small. And to find one of those now, it's like a $10 million card.
Well, it's not $10 million.
Well, no.
But it's up there.
Honus Wagner didn't want his card in cigarettes. That's why his are rarer than the other ones, because he had them remove them from the cigarette packs.
Okay.
So that's why his are rarer than the other ones. But he was a great shortstop. He is actually one of the greatest shortstops that ever played the game. So,
Better than Derek Jeter.
They played a different kind of ball back then. Remember the gloves they used. Back in the days, catchers didn't even have a glove. They caught that shit with their bare hands.
Yeah.
And they didn't even have fucking equipment.
All they had to
They took that foul ball off their face.
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean? Just like hockey players.
Sure.
The same thing, But, so, it was different back then. Pitchers would pitch 20 innings. If the game was tied, the same pitcher would just stay in the game.
The sport was different.
They were all really drunk at the time, too.
It's like anything.
Smoking cigarettes in the dugout.
You know what I mean?
I don't even think there was chewing about
Those guys were manly men, too.
I think it's like anything in humans develop, but over time, it devolves. Yeah.
To a degree, I think what gets as much as it gets refined,
raw,
and as it gets refined, and the game quote unquote gets better because we add more rules.
There's a raw
all this
Wild
stuff.
West stage to it.
Well, because of the age that we live in now, it's all evolved to now where we don't just do all that crazy shit anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
It was hard enough to get these guys all off cocaine in the 80s and the 90s. I mean, Jesus.
Right. And don't forget the steroids.
Well, that's what they they transitioned to. It was like, oh, no more cocaine. All right, we're just gonna have to get big, I guess now.
Yeah.
If I can't run on coke all night, let's say I'm a jerk. I am one of these guys, and I got boxes in the attic, or I got like just a box or whatever. But because that's what people, they're like, what should I do with it? Like, where should I go? Because that's the question I get too. It's like,
go to Dave Sweeney. Dave Sweeney, go through your baseball.
Find my eBay account and contact me.
Right? Because I'm going to tell you right now, probably it's worth nothing.
Right.
It's probably worth zero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People shit I look through and they thought, I got
They'd be lucky to have a
box
gem.
of baseball cards I've had since 1973,
Yeah. It's like a shoebox.
Let me see. This garbage. It's all garbage.
Yeah.
Fucked up cards,
Yeah, people want to
find a couple of old rookie cards. Usually what you'll find, and people end up having a Ricky Henderson rookie card mixed in with their stuff.
Okay.
And shit like that. And that'll be the only thing out of a whole fucking shoebox full of shit,
And what will that get somebody, though?
$75.
A Ricky?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky's pretty good, and he holds up. He's the stolen base king. I mean, there was nobody better. There's nobody,
right.
You know what I mean?
I remember watching him when I was a kid.
It's not easy to be stealing bases. But, so he carries weight, If the card is mint and they're graded. But the key is to,
well, there he is.
They should have
collect rookie cards. That's it, rookie cards. Right. If it's not a rookie card, then you're wasting your money,
Right.
And do your homework, because it could be a rookie. What people want to do now is they want to buy a box of real expensive cards and pull the one rookie card of the one super duper kid that's going to be
the phenom for the year. Yeah,
possibly the next thing. And there are kids. There's one right now. The kid Chris Bryant on the Cubs, his rookie card is ridiculously expensive.
Really?
The kid came in as a phenomenon and he's crushing it. It's just like Mike Trout. Mike Trout too. He's another one. He's the other heavyweight, but he's a consistently great ball player. So a lot of them come in hyped. You pay a lot of money for their cards, and then they don't pan out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Right. Best thing to do is probably just buy a whole set and then just take the 1 or 2 cards out that are going to be good. And
dollar for dollar, you'd be better off getting...
So all the rest of the cards to somebody else and let them realize that there's nothing in.
No, because that's being a scumbag.
you'll get
Although the guy I used to buy cards from years in the 90s when they really started stuffing the packs with like one thick autograph card, Right. So there used to be a product in it.
So you could feel it in the packages where you
would be able to feel it. If you opened the pack and you had a store and you had shit on your counter that you sold by the pack, you were going to go through that pack and go... You're going to
through that whole case, yeah.
Then you're going to feel each pack because in that, and then you can take out that one and then sell the rest for $5 a pack.
This is what used to happen in the 90s with the Marvel
This guy used
cards.
to do it up here. He used to do it up here too. And then he used to get, sometimes he would get loaded packs. He'd be like, yo, I got these loaded packs. You want to buy a pack? I'm like, what do you mean it's a loaded pack? And it'd be like a super jumbo pack of a product that was out, right? And it'd be loaded with like 4 autographs in this one pack,
Okay.
It'd be like $40 a pack or $50 a pack. And I'm just saying, where do you fucking get these? Where do you get loaded packs? Because he'd have 1 or 2 or 3 of a different product, and then he's like, can't tell you,
I can't tell you that I'm opening every one of these cases
and making a pack out of it. You
think that's what he was doing? He was reselling the package.
People do it. People have done it. They reseal. They have heaters. It's easy to do it. You could say it's low. You could put like 4 autographs because what'll happen is you buy a product and you're chasing 2 guys,
right?
But it's loaded with 10,000 different guys to fulfill her. You know what I mean?
Now, is the manufacturer actually making loaded packs for that print run?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
You never hear about them. You never read about them.
That seems like a thing.
Loaded packs.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you looked it up on Google,
they could make. He was smart enough. He did have a heat sealer. You could. What happens is you open up so much shit, and you end up with so much garbage,
right?
And you end up with the 2 autographs that were in that box that you just paid $100 for. Those 2 autographs are useless. They're worthless. They're 2 guys you ain't never heard of before. You know what I mean?
They're gonna be nothing.
Just use this filler,
right?
So maybe you could stretch a pack out. You could take those 2 guys, stuff it in another pack,
right.
Or to try and get your money back, because there's no way to get your money back out of that pack, out of that box.
Out of that case, you just cracked open.
If you could throw them in a pack and say, hey, this is a loaded pack.
It's got something in it.
It's got 3 autographs in it,
Right, yeah.
And it's $50. Well, maybe you just made back $50 from your box.
Gotcha. I see.
Because you eat so much, you lose out on so much. I can't tell you how many boxes I opened that were just worthless. And I spent $125, $150.
What's a pack of, like just if you were buying a pack, what's that run nowadays? Because I know you're going to say it's different qualities and different runs, and they do all kind of
values. The average is $3.
$3?
But then you get off of that once you see the nice product.
Yeah, they get.
And if they sell them, so I couldn't wait to buy a $10 pack, a $20 pack. It's like going to buy that $20 scratch off that you're probably going to hit something on.
Right. I'll at least make $2 on that.
Instead of let me not buy the $2 scratch off today. Let me go for it and buy the $20 scratch off.
Right. Go big or go home.
It's a gamble, but it's an addiction. And fucking Brian Gumbel did a thing on HBO Sports once.
Okay.
Cracking packs.
Cracking packs.
And it was young kids that would spend all their money on. I can't wait. It was like listening to crackheads, but they were talking about baseball cards.
Insane.
I can't wait to get my money so I can run to the store and buy a pack.
Right.
Out of a fucking box. I quickly deduced that from buying some packs. Like I would try to, like when I first got hooked, I would try to go to the store and make my money stretch. So I buy a couple packs of these, a couple packs of these, thinking and I would always just get regular cards. So quickly I realized, all right, I got to buy the whole box. Because it does say 2 autographs in this box plus 3 refractors. So if I buy this box, I'm going to get everything.
Yeah, I'm going to get something.
I just got to hope I get fucking Mike Trout.
I got to hope of the good stuff I get, that I get the best stuff of that.
Yeah, and it's just a fucking chase. But then now they come out with super limited runs of stuff. Like they'll come out with a product that's only got 1,000 cases, and the pack there'll be like 2 packs in a box, and each pack will have 2 graded cards in plastic and 3 more cards. But that pack will be $150.
But you're guaranteed, to get
something.
I mean, at the very least, even if it's not.
But then if you pull the rookie card of the hot person in that particular product, that will be his most expensive
card out there.
Yeah.
Because it's coming to you pre-graded from the manufacturer.
It'll either come pre-graded or it'll be in the common runner cards, which will be all numbered probably down to 50.
Okay.
You know, maybe they'll only make 50 sets. Spread it out in how many boxes, you know what I mean? So it gets super, super, super stupid limited, you know? It's like, shit is...
Have you dabbled into that?
Never bought a pack for more than $50. I think I paid $50 for a pack once. And again,
how did that turn out?
Not good.
Yeah,
you know, when we were kids, you buy them for $0.25.
Yeah.
And you get just for the gum.
Well, you got it maybe just for the gum.
I would get it for the gum.
Most of the time, the pack, I mean, you wanted to see who you got in the pack.
Well, there was a time when the gum was actually...
You know, and you always wanted someone from your team.
Horrible.
You always want someone from the Yankees. But then when you didn't get anybody you wanted, at least you got the gum.
Right, at the very least, you had it.
I remember because you were 7, 8 years old.
I looked at it like this. I'm paying 25 cents. As soon as I open it up, I'm eating that gum. Mm-hmm. Second, I'm looking through them. Any Yankees are in there. And take the Yankees out.
Sure.
Put them in my thing, you know? And then the rest either go on the spokes of my bicycle or I flip them with my friends. So now maybe I can make more cards. Now I got ammo to gamble.
You guys actually did the cards and the spokes as kids?
Cards in the spokes and flipping cards every day. We flip for cards.
You guys were born in the 50s or something?
Yeah. 70s, man. That's
70s. Jesus.
Yep.
70s are good times, man. You know.
Well, I can't remember it. I didn't have much. Well, I didn't spend much time in the 70s. I only spent 4 years in the 70s.
Yeah, mongooses for 10 minutes and they get stolen.
Yep. You know. Good time.
Had all that stuff.
My first bike was a Ross.
Had big wheels when they were real big wheels, and Tonka trucks when they were real Tonka trucks.
And they're
metal, and they were deadly.
You bought them when you were 3. You got them when you were 3, and you had them when you were 15.
They were still
rusting
good
in the backyard.
You were throwing them out.
You could do anything with those trucks, bro. I got so many toys that were like hand-me-downs from you guys. That's what I was kind of getting at. That's what I was kind of getting at. You know? They were so hardcore built that you could just.
They used to show kids riding them in the commercial.
Yeah, you could sit your ass in the back and just, have your crazy older brother push you down a hill or something.
Had the motor, the dump bed would open.
That was cool.
Yeah.
It's more than I could handle.
It was much better growing up then than it is today. I wouldn't want to grow up now with a cell phone at 10 years old. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't know any different, but...
We wouldn't know any different, but,
No, I hear you. Looking at them, watching what they do, it's like...
Where else is it going to go? Because they're only going to get worse. I mean, we grew up playing in the dirt, playing in the woods, climbing trees, playing ball, playing stickball. You're out every day. Your mother's screaming for you on the porch, screaming your name through the neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't you have rather gotten a call?
Man from 6 blocks away.
You actually had to get up off the couch to change the fucking channel on the TV. You know, click it. Dave, get up, change the channel. With a pair of pliers, and we often used.
Tinfoil
antenna.
Tinfoil for antennas.
Go fix the antenna.
Stand there. Don't move.
Don't move. Lift it. Move it to the right. Lift it up. Oh, wait, that's good. That's good. See if it'll stay there. You know what you do? Run in the kitchen. Get some tinfoil.
Roll it up.
Okay, I'll do that. It must have been great having a little brother. What are you watching on TV these days, Dave?
I don't watch much, man. I watch the Yankees, and I watch... The only soap opera I watch these days is...
Young and the Restless?
No, the fuck...
Game of Thrones?
Game of the Restless?
The Crabfisher guys.
Oh, the...
not Baron. I was going to say Bernstein Gold, but no.
No, not those guys.
Deadliest Catch?
Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
Catch.
Sure. I actually caught some recently. I was watching those for a while.
Faithfully. Porn stars I like, because I learn on that show. Learn a lot of shit.
Yeah, you actually learn how to haggle.
You learn what to look for. You learn about shit. So
it's always the history stuff.
I look at it as like there's a lot to learn in that show.
There really is. You know what I mean? There really is.
So that really I watch when I can. And who else? What do I watch? I've been watching the nightly show lately with Larry Wilmore.
Okay, I watch it.
Strike me down dead now, because my silly Republican friends. They can't take a joke, so I like to hear shit from each side of of everything, and I like to laugh about everything. You know what I mean? So I don't care if they're knocking on Republicans. I don't care if they're knocking on Democrats. I don't care. As long as they're knocking on politicians.
Good.
You know,
Right.
That's all that
Yes.
matters.
that's what makes me laugh.
Right. That's the universal target, right?
You know, I don't.
You would think that would bring people together a little bit more.
Yeah. So you really can't judge me off of what I watch on TV. Other than I don't watch Fox News or nothing like that. Though I don't
good
watch
for
none of
you.
these guys. I don't want my brain scrambled with fucking politics. You know,
No, yeah.
Life is too short. This country's going down the tubes, and that's for a whole other show. But
Right. But you got into Game of Thrones?
I got into Game of Thrones there, and that I like. I like it because of Peter Dinklage. I like watching. I'll watch usually whatever that guy is in.
Right, sure.
Even if it's something silly, like when he was in Elf and he was the midget fucking CEO of the
Right.
company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I used to see him every once in a while when I was down in the village. I was in D'Agostino's. He would come. He lived right on the corner there. He would come in. I never said anything to him, but he wasn't Game of Thrones then either. He was still, but he still goes out in the neighborhood.
I know he still lives in Manhattan.
He hasn't changed his ways. You know, so these days, if I was down there, I would say something to him. But
These days?
yeah, I'd be like, I can't ask him for a picture when I got to drop to one knee. Do I stand there and just hopefully
scoop him
angle
up?
it right? Do I pick him up with one arm? You know what I mean? You can't really ask him for a picture. Like how you
No, I know.
You find yourself wondering, wait, Mr. Dinklage, should I get on my knees? How do you?
Then you have to have a conversation about it. Yeah, good. Yeah.
What worse?
I never thought that
before
through.
you know it, he'd be pissed and he'd be like, you know what? Just forget it.
Just forget it.
He'd go on his way. You know?
Go this way. Why don't we just go to the bar?
Mr. Lannister, man, you can't.
Can I pick you up and put you on the hood of this cab? I can take your picture.
So Chris called me and he told me about the idea with the shame. Did he tell you that?
Yeah, so Chris, okay, so your buddy Chris did call me. I don't mean to, make him your friend. No, he's definitely my friend, too. But it's not, I have no way to execute it. And B, it's I don't know. It's
Well,
not
can't
something
you
I would
just
put
put
together.
Hillary Clinton right over her face, even if it bounced around?
So here's the bit he calls me up with. You know, it's like I know you didn't see it, but in this last season of Game of Thrones, one of the female characters fucking gets she gets put before a holy tribunal, and their judgment is that she has to walk through the city naked. Everybody throws garbage at her. They shame.
Right.
This whole thing. It's a really long, drawn out thing, but it's a big character they built up to.
Than the walk of shame these days.
Mm-hmm. So Chris is like, you got to put Hillary Clinton's face on her. And then have her do it. And I'm like, that is funny. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I could see somebody having done it already in a way. And then definitely in Photoshop. But I was like, I could probably whip it up in Photoshop. Like, that I know we could do.
Right.
But to actually make a video out of it, he's like, you'll get millions of hits, bro. You'll get so many hits.
You could build a GIF.
Oh, hey, I'm not saying it's not executable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I'm kind of saying is just like, I don't know if I...
Yeah.
It's a lot of effort for that.
You phone one joke that I know that is not going to take off for me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be the guy that gets that thing to go viral. And when your shit goes viral, no one fucking tracks you back because all the shit that you saw that's viral, you probably fucking saw it on a copy of somebody else's copy. You know what I mean? You don't even know where the original came from. You have to go to an article about it to track it back if you actually want to watch,
Right.
If you watch the video on Facebook, you know what I mean? That's on someone's Facebook account.
The metadata.
That's what I'm saying. No,
That'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, if the metadata is even installed, it's still inside of it because of the way people rip stuff now off the internet.
That's true, because you can...
If I do a screen cap of a picture, you know what I mean? There's no metadata attached to that. You know what I mean?
There is.
For my machine, for my computer, but there's no. If I do a screen capture, I just take a picture of, you know what I mean? I'm not saving the original
There's
file.
There's got to be something because there's always something. The government's done, but whatever.
But either way. But so back to Chris. It was.
That's
it was a good idea, but I wasn't able to. I don't feel like I'm able to execute it. And also, too, it's not the Game of Thrones thing isn't as recent, so it's like
it's not hot right now.
It's not hot right now.
If it was done in the moment.
But what's going to happen though is that shit is going to come out about Hillary. So there's going to be some point where they start focusing on her, whether she runs or not. And, right now, she's doing a great job of
deflecting all that shit,
deflecting everything.
Yeah,
but all that stuff's going to come out. So there'll be a point where that will be relevant again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
So
I say get working on it.
I'll throw it out to I'll throw it out to anybody who's listening. You can take that and run with it.
All you got to do is I don't know how to do it, but you get the scene and just superimpose her face on it. Like find the craziest face you can. It's definitely her, and just let it bounce around as she's walking, almost like like South Park when they got those other guys. With
It's just and
they're bouncing around in their head.
Make the eyes a little big. Yeah,
the Canadians, right?
Hey,
buddy.
So,
hi, buddy. How are you?
Even Bobby's right. Like, even if it was like a GIF, like you see.
You always want to go with the fucking with the impressions, yeah.
Don't tell him that.
No, that was pretty good, though.
I missed it. I was talking, so I missed it.
Bobby had a whole repertoire of fucking voices.
Oh, yeah.
Which always started with who?
John Wayne.
You're supposed to go. You were supposed to say John. You were supposed to do John Wayne. But you're right, John Wayne.
Been, 40 years?
Yeah. John Wayne was
fucking Pilgrim. You're right. He would say
Pilgrim.
All the time with the fucking Pilgrim line. You're right. You know what? Oh boy. You'd have to fucking rewatch a little bit.
How you doing there, Pilgrim?
No, you gotta work on that.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. You're rusty.
Yeah.
That's all. It happens. So, did you see any of... Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Now, did you see any of...
I'm sorry, I went to the game.
Sonic Highways?
I don't know what Sonic Highways are. All I know is there are just so many fucking TV shows on all these fucking stations, and everybody I know watches a completely different show. Like, just when you thought you heard of everything, like Orange is the New Black is cool. I know it's been out for a few years now or whatever, but this is how I finally get around to things a few years later. Although I have not watched Orange is the New Black.
Gotcha.
But it might be on one of my, I dig lesbians in jail. I think that's I can probably get into some of that drama.
It's a little more to it than that, right?
It's a little jail. It's a little,
It's not
it really
like
comes down to it. It really is not,
stuff.
it's all about the same thing. But there's just so many.
No, it's too much. Shows. It's too much now. It's too much.
And I'm
too
sure
much
there are some great shows out there that I'm not seeing, but I just don't have time, and I don't have the enthusiasm to fucking DVR shit and get back to it because you know what? I'm never going to get back to it. I'm not. Like some people DVR, go to work, come home, and watch 9 hours on their DVR.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I got fucking porn to watch on my computer. I got to jack off. I got to feed the animals now.
Well,
I'm very busy when I get home.
I hope this isn't the order.
It's not the order.
Oh,
It's in any order, actually.
Okay, depends on the needs.
Which usually revolves around my lady, my girlfriend.
Sure, true.
So she's got to get attention first, and then the animals, and then maybe with some alone time for Dave. And then maybe I'll watch some TV. And if the Yankees are on, I got to watch the Yankees. So whatever TV show I was going to think of watching, I'm not watching now.
Right.
I'm going to fall asleep. It's the same with music. I don't listen to a lot of music anymore. I mean, I go to shows because my friends hang out there.
Yeah. That's your social.
And I do like the music, but as far as getting new music and everything, and
so then what was
hard to keep up?
I listen to the same thing. I listen on my iPod. I got here. I listen to AC/DC every single day. Same songs when I go to work. I come back. You know what I mean? And
keeping it simple, yeah.
I keep it simple. Them and Iron Chic and a couple other bands, but I don't listen to
Iron Chic.
Iron Chic is the shit. And then I don't listen to anybody else.
So well, then, like, what was the last movie you saw in a theater?
The last movie I saw in the theater was with Amanda, and that was what did we see? We saw St. Vincent. That might not have been the last one we saw. St. Vincent.
The hell was St. Vincent?
That
was Bill Murray. You're a kid, right?
Bill Murray.
Okay.
And the funny fat chick, I like her, Melissa McCarthy. I think she's funny. I just watched Tammy last night again. I think that's funny.
That is funny.
I think she's a great lead comedian.
She's great.
Yeah.
We were talking about her last week.
I think she's really, really awesome.
If you ever notice that she's going to be on Saturday Night Live, you have to watch her.
Yeah.
I watched both of those.
I've seen her on Saturday Night Live already. Yeah.
She's amazing.
So I can't remember, man. I have such a bad memory. I did see something else.
How was that St. Vincent? Was that any good?
St. Vincent was all right. It wasn't that great.
Okay.
It was.
It's kind of how it looked.
Put a man to sleep. We were on the street. We were going to see movies here and there, like every other week. She'd pick one, sucked. I'd pick one, sucked. She'd pick one, sucked, and.
So it was Ben.
Oh no! We went to see last. We went to see the superhero flick. The fucking.
Which one?
Which one was the latest cartoon? Guys?
Ant-Man?
Not Ant-Man.
The Avengers?
I think that's ridiculous.
The Avengers.
The Avengers. I saw the Avengers. Ant-Man's ridiculous.
The fucking look on his face is ridiculous. I loved it. It's ridiculous.
So I thought the Avengers was good.
All right. Yeah.
That was all right.
A little long.
I thought it was a little long.
Well, I thought it was a little long.
They could have cut it down, and definitely was a little long. But they take me back to when I was a kid a little bit.
Cool.
You know? So
yeah, that's cool.
Ant-Man doesn't take me anywhere. You know, Ant-Man takes me to when I want to step on an ant.
Yeah.
You know, like I see that little guy. Why can't I step on him? Because he's so fucking tiny.
Well, Ant-Man is really supposed to be a kid's movie anyway.
Yeah, it's a little more. Skews a little younger, I think.
Yeah.
Right, so.
But
there you go. It was Avengers, all right? That's your
Mm-hmm.
answer?
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Tough guy.
What was the last movie you saw?
Nice movie.
And porno's not included. Okay.
Yeah, it was Ant-Man.
I do want to see the new Ronda Rousey porno. That's interesting to me.
Well,
even though she's not going to be in it, I think she's hot though. I like Ronda Rousey.
So if it's
but I'm just going to go see it anyway, and I want to go see it. I want to go to a theater and see that porno.
Do they still do that even?
I think so.
Somewhere. But I mean, like not in Manhattan anymore.
I'm just kidding. I really would just rather watch it in the privacy of my own.
No, of course. Why are they doing a Ronda Rousey? I'm not surprised that they are.
Doing a Ronda Rousey porno.
You know what I mean? So
she already gave her blessing. So
she already gave up a blessing. Did she really? I missed this story.
Yeah, she said, "Well, she don't have any control over it."
Yeah, they're gonna do it anyway.
She said she's glad that some chicks making money off her. Yeah.
I guess that's just one way to know that your thing hit a certain level of notoriety is when they make a porn version of your story or you. You know what I mean? That's how you know you made it big nowadays. Is that it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
some of those. If you get spoofed in porn, you're there.
I think that's just on some level that's a sign of something.
That's
right?
a whole different whole thing with porn now. Is like there's a whole spoof porn.
It's always been.
Well, Dave,
what?
We've had you here now for a couple of minutes, and I think.
What? It's time for a break?
Yeah, I think that sounds good. Real quick.
Wait. Let me snap this.
Yeah, to the break sign.
Bob, take us out on a break here. What do you got?
Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Bob, play something randomly real quick. He wasn't expecting.
No pressure.
No pressure. Live microphone.
Nothing's on.
Live microphone. See what we got. See what Bob does for a break, which we've never.
Taking us out on a commercial break.
We've.
Let's see.
And now Dave's got.
Now they're gonna come up with something.
Now the video's on.
No pressure, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember something I was working on before. I'll just do the outro. Of course, I fuck it up.
That's perfect. We're done. Break. All right, we're back. That wasn't that long, was it?
No, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
It was all right.
It was about 2 weeks.
It was about a week.
Bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Even less for them at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, Dave, we do a quiz thing here, man.
Okay, what's the quiz?
Well, I don't have
a title for the quiz name.
Yeah, Le Quiz.
Le Quiz.
Le Quiz.
Put a lot of thought.
I put a lot of thought into that, and I was like, what could I call this? But actually, I did put a lot of thinking into it, and it's going to be a regular feature. So I have like a thing now. I have like a thing set up here.
Okay.
We're going to debut this kind of like with you.
Wow.
In a sense, yeah. Well,
special.
You should feel something.
In a way.
This quiz has been designed to gauge your pop cultural awareness, your general geekitude, and your natural nerdiness. But most of all, it's been designed with you in mind. While some of the questions are things you probably should know, others are here to see what you may have acquired by osmosis. Your geekiness is not on trial. That's a bit for another day. Here's how it works. There are 10 questions divided into 4 sections, easy, medium, and hard, right? And something called a bonus, which are gauged with what I perceive would be your difficulty with the questions. There's also a bonus round should you make it there. I may award points, but fair warning, I'm bad at math. There are 2 rules. Take your time, but don't take all day.
Uh-huh.
And 2 is that Bob can't help you because that would be cheating, and I can't help you because I'm a jerk.
Right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Let it rip.
All right, easies. These are the easies, Dave. What was Iron Maiden's 3rd album?
3rd album, let's see.
This one is easy.
I know it is.
I am starting you off with some softballs.
It's not a softball for me. I'm going to keep track of these things.
No.
1, 2... Killers? Number of the Beast? I don't know.
Hit me with a...
I don't know.
An official.
I don't know.
I believe it is Number of the Beast.
It was?
Because according to my research, it's Iron Maiden, Killers,
Number of the Beast.
Number of the Beast.
Right. And when I think about that question,
Japan was in there also, but Made in Japan is a live album.
There you go.
Right. So there you go. There's Bob. See, when he asked me that question, I imagined all Bob's records, and Bob would have imports and things like this. So I didn't know which record is actually. So it was Number of the Beast. All right. That was actually going to be my first guess, but then I said no. Maybe it was 3 with Deano, but there was only 2 with Deano, huh?
Well, that's the kind of thing with some of these questions. I figure, gonna hit you in your ballpark, and then you suss them out.
My ballpark is not what you think it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you'll see. So
that was
Dave, that was the first one.
Easy, and I failed. Okay.
Well, you got another couple of easies. How many Indiana Jones films have there been?
I don't know. Let's say fucking 3.
4. All right. Dig deep for this one. All right. I want you to close your eyes and remember your youth. All right. What color was Q-Bert?
Q-Bert was red. No.
It was close. It was orange.
Oh, he's orange.
Bob kind of remembered it in the
depends
reddish.
on what video game you were playing with that. Because some of those video games, the color was off on those things.
Yeah, so that's why I said magenta, because it was like a dark pink.
All right. I'll give you that, because now I can kind of see where that's coming from.
I wouldn't have thought magenta, though.
All right, now we're into the mediums. He
basically told me as much, too, last night.
I said to him, I was like, what was you, fucking fuchsia?
What'd you fucking get magenta?
I was like, where the hell did you get magenta? Who are you pulling these colors out? We tried to press.
Magenta wasn't even around then.
They haven't even invented magenta yet. Okay. So now we're in the medium section, Dave. Question number 4 is, can you name all of the Simpsons family?
No, not a single one.
Not a single one?
Bart and Lisa. That's it. Marge.
Okay, so you're doing good.
So far,
these questions are designed for you to think them out. You probably could get them all.
Who else is there?
Their father. I don't remember what his name is. Doe. Doe.
I think that's his middle name.
Yeah. That's good. We'll say this. His name is Homer.
Oh, that's Homer. How did I forget?
That's Homer.
So there's one more.
There's one more, but I figured you would get stuck on the baby.
Oh, the baby. It's baby.
Yeah, the baby. It's a little baby.
You want to call him baby? Oh, Maggie.
Maggie, look, see?
Yeah, but he said it.
Oh, did he? Fucking jerk. No, I'm like it.
I wouldn't have got that.
All right.
I got 3 out of 6.
So, in the game, number 5, in the game Legend of Zelda, who is Zelda?
Never even played Zelda.
I know. But he's a
Zelda is a whore. She's a whore from the land of fucking.
No, I'm not asking where she's from. That's good enough. I mean, I'll take it. No, it's she's actually the princess.
And she's probably a whore.
Well, I mean, she could be. I mean, I don't want to shame anybody. Okay. Question number 6. Maybe you get this one. What is the second rule? The second rule of Fight Club.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
That's right.
Because there's only 2 rules, right?
Well, there's more, but the second rule is you don't talk about Fight Club.
That was strictly a guess, because I thought the first rule was don't talk about Fight Club. And you know what the second rule is? Don't talk about Fight Club.
That's why I took a trick question.
Okay.
A little bit.
I didn't fall for it.
Good. Okay. Now we're in the hard zone, Dave. How many Christopher Reeve Superman movies were there?
There was fucking 3.
No. There is a 4th one everybody wants to forget, though. Yeah, that's the one with the nuclear guy. Yeah. All right. So we're in the tough zone here. In the Friday the 13th movies, what is Jason's last name?
Voorhees.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yes, nice.
Everybody knows that.
All right. Okay, then number 9 is Batman's real name is Bruce, but what is Robin's first name? There's been a lot of Robins, but I'm going with the original, the one, the most Robinish of the Robins.
We should know that, I think.
Most phallic.
Dick?
Yes, it's Dick. All right.
I couldn't let him.
Dick what?
No, we couldn't let him hang. No, we couldn't let him hang.
Dick Hurts? Or what's his last name?
Dick Grayson.
Oh, Grayson, that's right.
I almost confused him with his actor's real name. I just called him Dick Ward. All right, so the final question, the one that you can redeem it all, Dave, for 1,000,000 points. The band Anthrax had a song called I Am the Law. Who is that song about?
I Am the Law. Who's it about?
Dude, you better know this one. You were such an Anthrax fan.
I know, but it was actually about somebody specific, though?
Well, I mean, is imagery always attached to that song.
Yeah, about somebody.
Scott Ian is a huge fan of this particular character, person, thing, item.
Item.
I'm trying to be as...
No, I know.
Yeah,
But
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember. I can't redeem myself. I'm put in pressure spots. I don't perform well.
Well, not too much pressure. Not too much pressure.
But,
I could edit all this time out.
No, you don't have to. You can show my stupidity for as long as it takes. Yeah, I don't remember.
It was Judge Dredd.
Oh, yeah, Judge Dredd.
Well, Dave, I'm going to tabulate the points here. Seems like you got 715.3 points.
How do you fucking come up with that?
I'm not good at math. I told you that earlier. But that does bring you to the prize round, Dave.
What did I win?
Well, you didn't win anything yet because the prize round is a round, and it wouldn't be any fun if you just got handed a box of rice-a-roni. So we got 2 boxes.
These are fancy boxes.
You like this? I got all crafty for the show. You can't take them. You can't shake them. All right, but you got 2 boxes. Inside each of these boxes is a prize for you, Dave, but you can only have one of them.
Okay.
Once you pick your box, you can't look in the other box.
Okay, man.
And that's it.
So,
that's it. It's basically got to, you pick the red box or the blue box.
I'm going to go with the blue box because, it reminds me of my balls because I haven't seen my woman in so long.
All right, well, Dave's going to go with the blue box.
Blue balls.
Blue box.
Drum roll,
Maybe,
please.
there'll be something blue inside.
Dave, open that sucker up. Let's see what tell the folks what you want. Bob, little drum roll. It's a simple latch.
I got a fucking, what is this? Indecision 2000, Liberty and Fresh Breath for All. Comedy Central, Breath Mints.
Comedy Central Breath Mints from the Daily Show that is back when Jon Stewart still ran it, but those are from the year 2000.
Wow, these are pretty collectible.
Still in the plastic wrapper, Dave. It's the best prize we've given away on the show so far.
Mm-hmm. So I actually hit the jackpot. You were hoping I did not actually pick the blue box.
No, everybody so far has picked the blue box.
I think you're liberal, Bill, and you wanted to keep this pack of Breath Mints.
Actually, I went through the things that I have earmarked for the show.
Garbage.
Well, stuff that I can't throw away. But no, stuff that I have off to the side to be used as prizes. And I said, this is a good one for Dave.
Very good.
I said, Dave's a guy who can appreciate things of this nature.
Yes.
Right. It's because to me, I see it as a collectible.
That's what I mean.
It's going to go into my closet.
There you go. See with all your other things.
Michael's going to sell this for crack cocaine in another 10 years.
Or the guys from American Pickles will come knocking at his door.
Somebody's going to rob me.
You never know. You never know.
Somebody's going to rob me for that.
It could happen.
Well, I'm honored that I won such a prize.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to keep it. You can throw it out, but you just can't leave it here. Just don't throw it out.
No, I'm not going to throw it out. It's going to go right in, Mike's going to take it to Antiques Roadshow.
And hey, if you're ever with a band, it makes a good shaker, kind of. If you want to keep chime. Bob, good. That's the extent of our
musical collaboration.
Yeah, that's about it. Well, the only thing
I just totally feel like I didn't come up with 700 and something points. I felt like I came out of there with like 1.2.
You're very liberal. Very liberal.
I feel like I had maybe like.
It's probably the most liberal thing about the show.
We live in an age where everybody needs to feel special.
Right. If I could get trophies, if we had the budget
to get we give trophies out to people who just try.
Yeah, basically, if I had the
controversy
budget.
about that.
Well, you're an adult though. So to do with an adult who knows about that is okay, kind of. I think if you give it to a kid who doesn't get that context, then you're teaching a bad lesson.
Maybe.
But if I tell you, hey, you're an adult, I'm giving you a purposely duty fucking prize, like a crappy, because I wouldn't get just like a good statue. I'd get like the smallest ones I could get, trophy round, smallest trophies I could get.
Cheapest plastic possible.
Cheapest plastic possible, and the cheapest line, like the one that they don't sell ever, which is probably like golf or chess, these kinds of things. Yeah. So it would make no relevance whatsoever.
Okay.
Shuffleboard championship.
There you go. There's one you don't see very often off of a boat.
Right now.
Outside of a cruise. Well, I didn't have a lot of news stuff, so, the only thing I got that I kind of saw that, I don't know, was something I wanted to talk about a little bit was your girl Ronda Rousey. Mm-hmm. This is making the rounds. This is a viral video going around. A Marine, this Marine kid asking her to the Marine Corps ball. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I've decided that I don't like these attempts of regular people to try and pressure celebrities into going on dates with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, come with me to my prom. You know, these videos, but it's always guys. It's always some guy, and the video is always me. I love you. I want you to come with me to my thing. It would be so great for me to meet you because I am your number one fan. And it's like they mentioned them once, and it just felt like. Really kind of like... I just realized how shallow it was when I was watching this newest one, and I was just like...
It's shallow, it's selfish, it's self-centered, and it's putting unwanted pressure on...
paints them into a corner, and it's like... Well, and especially with this kind of a thing with the military service, it's
so
like...
if they say no, she looks super-duper bad because it's a military guy. It's not it's just a regular guy. I
was thinking the same thing. Imagine like the pressure that you, as a girl, would feel... Or as a guy, I guess, but somebody just asking you to a thing. Just in general. If you wanted to say no, like how bad you would feel.
So has she replied yet?
I don't think so. Not as of when I noticed the story. And when I read up on the story, she hadn't made any comment on it.
I like Ronda Rousey, though.
But the guy's video was up to 2 million hits already. Because everybody's spreading it because it's a Marine.
And all those people are like, oh, she should go with him.
Yeah. She should totally be pressured into it and do something that she wouldn't do probably on a normal basis. Because that's how I feel about it. It's like,
you know what I think? I think she should go. And then when after the whole thing's over and nobody's watching, she kicks his butt for asking him to put her in the spot in the first place.
Right. Out in the parking lot, she gives him a fucking whooping. All right, take off your fucking jacket. Let's go. Roll up your sleeves.
She does for a living, so... You know.
Let's scrap. Well, I just kind of felt like it was one of these things where it's just like, you know, you're not giving the person an out when you do that, you know, because, and plus, that's what I was getting at, was that, imagine it to a regular person. But imagine doing it to somebody like, you know, on a video. Now imagine that, not only that, but not only is it on video, but I'm a public figure. Mm-hmm. And not only that, but you're a Marine. So now you've given me all these different ways to get crap for not saying yes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you got 2 million people behind you.
There you already go. You know, and now it's gone viral before I even know about it. You know, so everybody's just kind of chomping at the bit. Will she do? Will she don't? And don't get me wrong, it's nice that they do when they want. But like you'll never. But dude, you'll never know if she wanted to go because she wanted to go, or if she went because she was pressured into going. That's the thing. Like on my end, I'd be like, yeah, but. You know, it'd be one thing if I ran into her at some event or something, and it'd be like, oh, you know, it'd be really cool. The only thing to do, you know, but even that's pressuring them.
The only thing she can do is just go on TV and go, no, I'm not going. Why would I go? It's just, you know, I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
You know
what I mean?
Just downplay it to
There's no winning it.
You can, and then just walk away from it and let it burn itself out.
Yeah, well, that's something. You can just write it out.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you're not going to diffuse it and it's going to end.
Yeah, people are just going to always talk shit about it. Because what you say, no, a certain segment's always going to be giving you crap.
You know, treat it real. Go on TV, get it recorded, and say, no, why would I?
No, absolutely. I mean, I don't
know him. Why would I?
I feel like she's painted into a corner, and she's going to be the villain if she doesn't go, and that's the problem.
She is, but she can't not address it.
Well, that's the other thing, too. Like, you know, she can't not address it, and then, like, you know, depends on how badly, you know.
Right.
Hey, look, everybody's different. Like, you know, I have seen other celebs kind of shoot these things down. They always kind of, like, if it's the case, it's usually like, I can't do it, my scheduling won't work out, these kinds of things. And they make some other kind of concession or, you know, they meet them more eventually or something, this kind of thing. They do something for them. But it's always a thing where it's like, I hope that she's got something to do. He even says it in the video. He's like, oh, I know you got a fight in January. This is in December. I hope it wouldn't interfere with your training too much. And in my head, I'm like, well, you just gave her an out.
Yeah.
You just gave her a backdoor out of this one, pal. So, no. That's all I really had for the news. That's all I have in my notes.
All the shit that's going on out there in the world.
That's all. Hey, listen, I had to repackage this whole episode. Let me tell you.
I can feel the effort that you put into this.
Well,
Dave, come on over, because, you know.
We got nothing else going on.
And I didn't prepare shit, but Ronda Rousey.
Dave, I had to come up with a quiz for you. All right, you know, that was not exactly the easiest quiz.
That's true.
That was not easy
to put
together. He was up late working on that quiz.
I thought you were giving
I did a lot of overthinking. I did a lot of overthinking on that.
Yeah.
Couldn't even impress you with the Iron Maiden record.
Well, I figured. And I was like, I know Dave liked Iron Maiden. I didn't know if Iron Maiden was
like 100%.
Was 100% you.
Just needed the album.
Oh, okay.
That was the
Is that
first
how that
album.
went?
Yeah, that's the first album Iron Maiden he ever bought, and he had it first. And
Remember we got the videotape, the videos on the video, and we had to watch it in front of mom and dad.
Someone in rehab took that from me and never gave it back. From
man.
Camelot.
Bastards.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to hold on to.
Yeah,
maybe I'll buy that somewhere again. You know.
But
so Run to the Hills video, and it's got.
What was this about the videos? You had to watch in front of mom and dad.
Right, so Maiden came out. They had 3 videos on a videotape. Run to the Hills, Number of the Beast, and something else. I don't know. So, maybe it was on, 3 videos on a VHS tape.
Sure, so. Big deal when it came out. Sure.
I paid $15 for that, and it was.
Yeah.
Wow. I wanted that. So, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
We had to watch
screen it.
We had to
screen it
in front of mom and dad.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in there being so embarrassed, just like.
And it's just them playing 3 songs and a stage set.
Yeah.
With colored lights.
Yeah, I kind of remember
and
the
it's
old.
a little bit of imagery,
Yeah, Iron Maiden typically. That was the older videos.
Be slaughtering Indians, so there's
some black and white videos.
Yeah,
black and white movies.
It's old stuff.
Yeah, it's legit old black and white videos of
stuff from silent films and stuff like that. So they had no issues with copyright,
So. Do you remember mom and dad having...
I didn't remember them saying, this is okay or whatever. I just remember them getting up and leaving afterwards, and then we rewound it and played it again right away.
So they got all right, now we can rock out. Yeah, this is fucking good, though. Yeah, I love it. All right, well, so was mom and dad...
the VHS player that actually had the thing that opened at the top.
It was a top loader.
It was a top loader, not one of those ones that slid in.
And it was expensive at the time.
And this was our first VCR, and it had a remote that was the original school remotes that had the wire from the handheld device all the way to the unit. So it wasn't, didn't have the fancy infrared yet, man.
No.
Oh, man. The good old days.
The good old days. Bill, go up. Push the rewind button.
No, the best was that, mom had to buy
changing the channel with
the extra long telephone cord, phone rang. You could take it all the way around to the bathroom, close the door, talk to your girlfriend in private.
Yeah.
Stretch the cord out 9 miles.
Good times.
So let me say that this has been
how has it been?
Quite the experience.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up, but how has it been?
I could see this being...
one of our least listened to episodes?
Well, that maybe because me, but I could see this. We can make this the party atmosphere. Fucking
it's got potential.
It's got potential here.
Well, you
got to work on your riffs. You got to be on the ready with some more.
Yeah, that's something I work on every week.
Be ready to bust in there like.
Well, usually when we have a regular show, we would a little more segment.
Maybe you give yourself a little list of tunes so you remember what you can hook. You know what I mean? Instead of relying on your fucking brain, because we know that doesn't work, right?
See?
I was waiting for these kind of comments.
Well, he's loosening up now. He's 3 beers in now. So now he's finally loose.
Well, I am good at critiquing shit, so.
Well, we know. But what would you? But how did it go, Dave? How was the experience?
I thought it was good. I thought Bobby can use a guitar or a bass for this. You can be the funky bass guy too.
Mm-hmm. I have that.
You could have bass intros. You know what I mean?
You can switch it up one week if you want to give that a whirl.
Cool, but
well, that's
talk about much except about me, So
was that?
I said we only talked about silly shit with me. I don't know much about TV shows.
Well, that's why we kept it to about you. You know what I mean? All right, Bob. That's a wrap.